So welcome back to our video series on why project managers might want to encourage functional conflict. We've talked about what functional conflict is and its benefits. And today we're going to talk about how project managers can support functional conflict. So functional conflict is something that you want to initiate early on in your project. You want to plant the seed for some disruption to find out what might be missing when you're laying the groundwork for your project, and find out where your project team feels really strongly or passionate about. For example, when I start projects, I like to have the team in a kickoff meeting and discuss their objective, not just at a high level, but what does that really mean to the different participants and interest holders? What does that mean with respect to the priorities that they have? And can we lay out what everyone's assumptions are and make those transparent so that we can see where there might be issues? Once we've had everybody provide all this information, we can then ask people if they see anything wrong and get their feedback. Now, some people may feel some stress in giving feedback, or some people may find this is really invigorating and an opportunity to express how they feel and how they think. So we're really looking at two sides of the same coin. If we think about the analogy of a roller coaster when you're about to go over the edge, some people may have a sense of fear, and others may have a sense of excitement. So it's important to think about with your team, how are you labeling the experience as you go through it?
There's a real importance to defining and naming conflict, because what that does is it does two things. First, it puts it into the conversation. We all have named it, we've defined it, we've put it into the room, but it also at the same time takes away the invisible power of we know there's something wrong in the room, but we're not talking about it. So in this particular case, say we have a problem with the project timeline. Two different groups think that it should be done in two different ways. One says it's too slow, one says it's too fast. Perfect. We have a definition of what the problem is now, and we can name it and we can call it out and we can bring eyes to it. What's our sphere of influence? How much control do we have over the timeline? Is the timeline something we have absolute control over? This is something we can all work on together. Is this something we can influence? There are people who are part of this that may or may not be able to shift, or is this a tight timeline? It must be done by X or else it's mission failure, project failure. Let's bring the whole team together or all of the key interest holders together and talk about it. Why? If everybody's got a voice into how this conflict affects them, everybody can have a voice into the solution as to how we create resolution. Why is that important? Because once we have all the voices heard, we can come to a decision to resolve this conflict before it becomes even bigger. Why is it so important to resolve this conflict? It's because this is how we're going to create psychological safety demonstrated in the team. This whole process allows the team to feel safe, reduce fear, reduce anxiety, and feel strong that if there's something wrong, we can speak up and we can take action.
So we hope you found this video series informative. Please reach out to the email in the description below if you're interested in training or having speakers come talk about functional conflict for projects. Thanks for watching.